Everyone reaches a point in life where they realize something must change. But real change does not begin when conditions become perfect. It begins the moment you decide to grow. Not later, not when you feel fully prepared, but now. You must believe that you are capable of more and refuse to let fear, failure, or doubt control your future. Most people spend years waiting for the right time, but that perfect moment rarely comes. Every successful journey starts with one simple choice: the decision to begin. Starting is important, but continuing when life becomes difficult is what truly matters. The people who move forward are not always the most talented or the luckiest. What separates them from everyone else is their daily habits. Successful people constantly look for ways to improve themselves. They continue learning, growing, and developing little by little every single day. It is not about having a university degree or expensive education. It is about having the mindset that says, I will never stop learning. The world changes quickly. New opportunities, new skills, and new ideas appear every day. If you stop learning, you are not standing still. You are slowly falling behind. Many people think education ends when school ends, but true education begins when nobody forces you to study anymore. When there is no teacher, no exam, and no one checking your progress, you must become responsible for your own growth. Imagine two people beginning their careers at the same time. One person only does what is necessary and spends the rest of the day looking for entertainment and comfort. The other person chooses to learn something new every day, even if it is only for a few minutes. They read, listen to podcasts, or learn from people with more experience. At first, the difference between them may seem small, but after several years, one person remained in the same place while the other has grown, improved, and created new opportunities. That is the power of consistent learning. Small action repeated daily eventually produce major results. Learning is not always easy. There are days when you feel tired, distracted, or unmotivated. Sometimes you want to relax instead of improving yourself. That feeling is normal, but growth does not depend on emotions. It depends on action. Even 20 minutes of focused learning each day can completely change the way you think and live over time. Reading only 10 pages a day may not seem important, but after 1 year it adds up to thousands of pages and countless new ideas. However, knowledge only becomes valuable when you apply it. Information without action changes nothing. Many people say they do not have enough time, but the real issue is not time, it is priority. If there is time for endless scrolling or watching content that adds no value, then there is also time to learn and improve. The question is not whether you have time, the question is how you choose to use it. Learning does not only come from books. Life itself teaches lessons every day through conversations, mistakes, challenges, and experiences. Every problem carries a lesson if you are willing to look for it. Your mind is one of your greatest tools, but if you never challenge it, it becomes weak. In a world that keeps moving forward, remaining the same often means moving backward. That is why investing in yourself is one of the most important decisions you can make. The more you grow, the more confidence and opportunities you create for your future. Your mornings also play a powerful role in shaping your life. The way you begin your day often determines the direction of the entire day. Many people wake up and immediately reach for their phones. They check messages, scroll through social media, and fill their minds with distractions before they even get out of bed. Minutes disappear quickly, stress increases, and suddenly the day feels rushed before it even starts. Instead of leading the day, they spend the day reacting to everything around them. Now imagine a different type of morning. You wake up and spend a few quiet moments breathing, thinking, and focusing on what truly matters. Maybe you read something positive, stretch your body, or simply plan your most important task. The same 24 hours suddenly feel completely different because you began the day with intention. You do not need a complicated routine or a perfect schedule. Even 10 or 15 minutes of silence, movement, reading, or planning can make a huge difference. These small habits train your mind to stay focused and disciplined. They remind you that you are in control of your life instead of allowing distractions to control you. One of the most powerful habits is learning to protect your focus. Most people lose productivity not because of one huge mistake, but because of small distractions repeated every day. Your environment influences your mindset more than you realize. What you watch, what you listen to, and the people around you all shape your thinking. If your environment is filled with negativity, excuses, and constant complaining, eventually your thinking begins to reflect the same attitude. But when you feed your mind with useful ideas, inspiring lessons, and positive influences, your mindset starts to change. Successful people understand the importance of protecting their minds. They are careful about what they consume daily because they know one idea can completely change their future. But learning alone is not enough. Many people read books, watch motivational videos, and feel inspired for a moment, yet never take action. Real change happens only when you apply what you learn. Every lesson should lead to some kind of action, no matter how small. The people around you also matter greatly. If you constantly surround yourself with negativity, fear, and excuses, those attitudes slowly become part of your own thinking. But if you spend time around people who challenge you to improve and think bigger, you naturally begin to grow as well. Even if your current environment does not support your goals, you can still create a better environment through the content you consume and the lessons you choose to learn each day. Challenges are another important part of growth. Difficult moments are not meant to destroy you, they are meant to teach you something. Many people quit as soon as life becomes hard. They complain, blame circumstances, and lose hope. Successful people respond differently. They see obstacles as opportunities to learn and become stronger. Think about the failures or disappointments in your own life. At the time, those moments may have felt painful or unfair, but often those experiences become the very things that push you to improve, change direction, or discover trends you didn't know you had. Real growth usually happens during difficult seasons, not comfortable ones. Every challenge carries a lesson if you are willing to learn from it. Life will not always go according to plan. There will be moments when things feel uncertain and confusing. You may work hard and still experience rejection or failure. But success is not about avoiding failure. It is about learning how to continue after falling. Every successful person has faced disappointment. The difference is that they refuse to quit. Instead of allowing failure to define them, they use it as motivation to move forward. Discipline is what makes this possible. Motivation comes and goes. Some days you feel inspired, while other days you feel tired and discouraged. If you only act when you feel motivated, progress will stop very quickly. Discipline is the ability to continue even when you do not feel like it. It is the bridge between your goals and your actions. Many people begin with excitement and big plans, but after a short time, distractions appear. Energy fades, and they delay their goals by saying, "I'll do it tomorrow." Over time, tomorrow becomes next week, the next month, and eventually nothing changes. This is why consistency matters more than perfection. Even 10 minutes of focused effort every day can create powerful long-term results. Discipline also requires self-control. Sometimes you want to waste time on distractions or choose comfort instead of growth. Successful people learn to sacrifice temporary comfort in order to build a better future. They understand that small choices repeated daily shape the direction of their lives. Growth begins when you accept that you are never finished improving. Life continues teaching lessons through mistakes, struggles, and experiences. A true learner is not afraid to admit they still have more to learn. In fact, growth begins with humility and honesty. The moment you admit, "I don't know enough yet," you open the door to improvement. You do not need to become perfect overnight. Real transformation happens step by step through small, consistent actions. Learning a little every day, improving one habit at a time, and continuing even when progress feels slowly eventually creates lasting changes. Success is not built in one huge moment. It is built through daily decisions that nobody else sees. The people who succeed are not necessarily the smartest or the most talented. They are the ones who continue when things become difficult. They rest when necessary, but they never completely stop moving forward. They understand that growth takes patience and consistency. So do not wait for the perfect opportunity. Start where you are with what you already have. Learn something new every day. Protect your focus. Build discipline. Take action even when it feels uncomfortable. Over time, those small daily efforts will shape your future and transform the person you become.